Many people, they don't use the fork, they just cut through with a knife, you know. But come on, let's do the cragginess. Let's come in here with a fork and then we just pull it apart. We're in. Look at that. That is absolutely superb. That is real English muffins right there. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today, English muffins. Really tasty, simple to make. Why go to the store? In fact, some places you can't even get English muffins, but they're easy to make. Let's show you how to do it, come on. But we are using the stand mixer today, just for easiness. I ain't going to be kneading around for 10 minutes. Those days are gone, unless it's an emergency. So we're going to be using the stand mixer. Okay, in here I've got some milk. Now it's not really warmed as such, it's just been sat on the side, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck my yeast in there and we're going to give that a little whizzy in there, give it a little stir up, and we're going to see if the yeast activates. If it starts to bubble, we're carrying on. If not, we're getting some new yeast. So there we are, that's our yeast in there. All we're going to do is wait for it to bloom. It's just going to start to bloom a little bit and then we're good to go. If it doesn't bloom, some more yeast. Got an egg in here, look, I'm going to use an egg. So I want to give this a little quick beating with this fork and then that's ready to go too. We're starting to bloom, that's fine. We're going to take our mixing bowl and we're going to chuck our flour in there. Right, now this flour is 300 grams bread flour and 100 grams all-purpose. I never use all bread flour, not ever. Sugar and salt, and we are going to bob that on there. And what we'll do is we'll just give that a little spin in there, get that salt and sugar in there. That'll do, we don't have to go crazy. Okay, in there, our milk and yeast mixture. Straight in, our egg. And we've got some melted butter. We're coming up and we're just going to put this on nice and steady, get it incorporated in there, and then we're going to knead it for 8 to 10 minutes. That's exactly the same as mixing by hand. So there we have it. That is about 8 minutes. Let's drop that out of there. We need to be having a look at this. But we know it's fine. And we should have a nice sticky dough. And we do. That is absolutely perfect. Proper perfect. Now you can roll it onto a side and turn it in, or you can just turn it in with your hands like this. And then what we need to do is put a little bit of oil in there, put this back in and cover it. And we're going to cover it for about an hour, hour and a half, until it doubles in size. So we want a little bit of oil, and it can be any oil. We're not worried about that. It could be butter. You want a little bit in there. And we're going to just do that, and we're going to do that. I'm just going to cut all that up in there like that. Look at that, fabulous. In we go. And that is job done. Now you can cover it with anything and it doesn't matter. I use the old trusty plastic bag. All you do is stick it in there, hold it down and leave it for about an hour, hour and a half till it doubles. Okay, we've had about an hour and 5 minutes actually. Oh, look at that, come on. That is good enough. It's coming out. A little bit of flour on there. That is superb. A little bit of flour over the top. Now we want to be rolling this out. Now you could just break it up into portions and roll them all out individually, or we can use a cutter like we're going to do today. So we're just going to give that a little push down like that to remove some of the air, and we're not going to roll it too thin. We want it about like that. That looks about right to me. So somewhere around about an inch somewhere. I've no idea. Right, we want some flour in a bowl because we do not want the cutter to stick. It's just a little hack really. You just do that, and then you've got your flour on the bottom of your cutter and it should not stick. And then we're just going to cut out. So we're going to go 1, 2. Oh, it's not going to do that. Right, we're going to take those 5 out of there first, and then we're just going to roll that again, nice and easy. Right, this is semolina. What we're going to do is put a little bit of semolina in this box, like this. Give that a little squidgy round. And then we're just going to sit those on that semolina. Just take that out of there. Now take those out of there and dump them in there. Now we want to put a little bit of a roll on here again. We want another 3 if we can. Whew. Now, because we weren't much of a difference, what I'm going to do is a sneaky one and do that. Take that out of there. Can we do the same there? We can. Okay, let's have those out of there, in there. And now we just have to worry about 1, because there's an awful lot of bits there. We can bring all that together. We might get 2 out of this actually. Look, we're bringing it together like this. Okay, we're just tucking it in as we go. And then we're going to put it on here like this. And we're going to give it one of these. Bring it all together. Now basically what we're doing is we're pushing and pulling back with our fingers, and it's rolling in the center of my hand. And then we are going to roll it again, but not much. And you'll find that there's a lot of spring in here. You could just let it rest if you wanted, but we haven't got time. And then we're going to take one of those out of there like that, and that's going to be quite a big one, I think, and that's going in there. So we've got that little bit. That's rubbish. Right, there's our muffins in there. We're going to take some semolina and it's going over the top. That's nice and straightforward. And then we're going to leave those to rise again for 40 minutes, thereabouts, somewhere around about there. And that is going in there for 40 minutes. There we go. We've had about 40 minutes there. Let's have a look. Oh, look at those. Oh, that's a monster. That was the one that we rolled out again, and look at the size of that thing. That's going to be a muffin like this. Okay, well, we need to get a pan on. We're going to cook a couple at a time in here because they're quite big actually. So we're going to get a flame on. I'm going to heat up the pan nice and gently. We don't want to go crazy with it. Okay, so it's a low and slow on this, you know. So we just need to be taking our muffins out of there and put them in there. And we're going to do 3 at a time. What you can do, you can put a lid on to steam a little bit if you want to try and swell it up, or you can cook uncovered. It's entirely up to you. We're going for the uncovered look. We might have to turn them a couple of times, so let's turn this one over. Oh yes, please, look at that. Right, over we go with them all. And then we're going to turn them back again. I can't wait to cook this big monster in here. Wow, that is incredible. So just nice and steady away. All we're doing is just putting a little bit of colour on there. We're going to flip them back again. There's not enough colour on there for me, so they've got to go back again. Okay, let's have them back again. Oh, look at that. They look superb. They look like the perfect English muffin. Fabulous. They look superb. We just need to be getting those out and onto a rack and carry on. So let's get those out. And what we're going to do is just give that a little tap. Look, we don't want that. That's easy enough. And then we're going to get some more in. Come on. So it's just a case of do exactly the same and then finish them off. I think we're looking at nearly done there. Look, let's have those out of there. Oh my word, look at that thing. That is a beauty. Okay, I think that's about got it. Let's get that flame off. Let's get those out of there. And this is just incredible. Okay, and they say to get that craggy look of an English muffin, you use a fork. But you know, many people, they don't use the fork. They just cut through with a knife, you know. But come on, let's do the cragginess. Let's come in here with a fork. And then we'll just pull it apart. We're going to make it the traditional way of getting into the muffin. Oh, come on. And we're in. We're in. Look at that. That is absolutely superb. That is real English muffins right there. Come on, let's get it in the toaster. On there. Oh, yes, please. Oh, just look at that. That is our muffins, our English muffins, butter melting everywhere. Bit of traditional raspberry jam. Fantastic. Come on. Just look at that. Oh, yes, please. Oh, in we go. Oh. That is a proper English muffin. Crunchy on the outside, a little bit of a chew on the inside. Just how it's supposed to be. Dredged in butter, raspberry jam. Take me back to old England. Well, you know it's got to be done. We ain't going to waste any of these. Oh, I can see a McMuffin coming here. A sausage McMuffin. Oh, muffins with beans and egg. Oh, delicious. If you like what we're doing, don't forget, share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make real English muffins. So simple. And if you do like what we're doing, a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Catch you in the next video. That is fabulous.